Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this is the first video I'm filming in my new room. I am loving my life, like I absolutely love it here. We've just moved into our second year house. I will leave the vlog down below because I uploaded it today when you're watching this. I uploaded it this morning on my vlog channel and everyone seems to be loving it already. Moved in yesterday. I feel not settled in completely. That would be a total lie because last night I did struggle to sleep a little bit. I was a bit on edge because I'm like sleeping in a new place. It's a different environment, but I am so happy to now have my own space. We'll be living in this house. I'm living with my two best friends. I'm so comfortable and I am very excited for second year to start. I'm not starting until the following week, so not this week coming, the following one. This is Freshers Week and I have had quite a few questions like, you're not a fresher, why are you going out, why are you planning to go out? But at the University of Lincoln it's actually very open and they do allow us to all mix, like first, second and third years can all go out to events. I know in a lot of bigger cities that's not allowed and you have to be a first year to go out to the clubs during that week, but no, we're allowed to mix at Lincoln and I'm going to go out for freshers because it was really fun last year. I made a lot of lovely memories and yeah, I just want to experience it again. So we won't be going out as much probably as I did last year because I wanted to make friends, mingle, get myself out there, whereas this year I've got my friends. I just want to go out and have a good time. Obviously I want to meet new people. I'm going to be meeting quite a lot of people that I've been talking to for a while who watch my videos but I'm now actually friends with and stuff, so that'll be exciting tonight. But yeah, this video is sorry, that was a bit of an update. I hadn't really said what I'm filming, but from the title of this video you will know that this is my top 10 tips to survive freshers, not just Freshers Week but first year in general. I've got a mixture of things that are going to be suitable for this week coming, for those of you, or in a few weeks, because I know some people move at the beginning of October, but over these first few weeks quite a few people have moved out or are moving out. Sorry if some of these don't apply to you because you've already moved, because some of the tips that I have are for moving day, but this might help future students out in the following years. So I hope this video helps anyway. And just before I get on with the video, sorry for my rambling, but I'm just excited that I'm here in my new house. This video is sponsored by What Uni, and you guys know how much I love What Uni if you've been following me for a long time. This website pretty much helped me decide where I wanted to go and where I wanted to study, and that's why I'm at Uni of Lincoln now. So you can go on the website, type in either your course or a university you're interested in and find out every single piece of information you need to know. You can order free prospectuses via the websites. They can come to your door and you can read through all the different unis that you're interested in. You can find out how students rank the universities. You can find out specific modules within the different courses, and that's how I narrowed down to Lincoln because it was the best suited uni for me, and then obviously I came to Lincoln and fell in love with it. So yeah, if you're looking for a website to help you decide what uni and what course you want to do, then check out What Uni. I will leave the link to their website at the top of the description bar. But yeah, let's get on with the tips now after I finish. Tip number one is about making friends. A lot of people ask me very regularly how to make friends during Freshers Week or during uni. So if you're looking to make friends and you're moving into halls, a great way to socialise and interact with your flatmates is to buy a doorstop or have something that will hold your door open. I know in my halls there was nothing to actually hook the door onto, so we used to wedge random things at the bottom of our door because they were really heavy to obviously open up your room, allow your flatmates to just walk in. If you've sort of opened your door, it allows people to just come in and it's a little less awkward than having yourself closed off in your room. Or if you can't do any of that, then you can just easily sit in your kitchen or your social area if you have one in your halls, because that'll get you talking to a lot more people and it'll get you bonding with your flatmates quicker. But if you're worried about making friends and you're living at home whilst you're studying because you're in the same town or you're not far and you're just commuting, then there are plenty of other ways to make friends as well. Please don't be worried. So you can find chats on Facebook that are dedicated to your course, so you can make course friends before you even attend the uni. You can get chatting to people online. There are also other ways like Freshers Fair. You end up queuing for ages and you're all packed in Freshers Fair, so you get talking to random people along the way, at different stalls, whether that's current students or students that are in the same boat as you and they're trying to make friends. Everyone is super friendly during Freshers Week, and especially at all these Freshers Fair events, that it's just really easy to make friends. So I definitely push yourself if you are a little bit nervous, because I'm definitely nervous when I meet new people, but I tried to push myself to talk to others, especially during those first few weeks, because it was so easy because everyone is that really friendly, and then obviously everyone gets into groups so it's not so easy to make friends. So I definitely try and push yourself to interact with people in those first few weeks. And there's also things I've put here as you can meet other students on nights out or even at like pub quizzes and different events that are going on at freshers. So just try that little bit harder to interact with others during freshers and the first part of first year, because it will make your life so much easier and you've got people around you who are going through a very similar situation. Everyone is going through a very difficult time. It's very overwhelming. A lot of things have changed, so everyone is probably feeling the exact same way as you, so please don't feel like you're alone. Try and open up and let people come into your room, come into your life to make friends. Number 2 is take advantage of whoever brings you in on moving day. Sorry if some of you have moved already, but if you haven't moved yet, take advantage of whoever's bringing you, because they can help you set up your room. You don't really want to be just left there lugged with loads of bags and just a bit like confused, because obviously you want to be making friends as quick as possible. You want to be interacting with your flat. You don't want to be sitting in your room sorting everything out, or even after you've slept and wake up to loads of mess. It doesn't really feel very homely. I didn't take advantage, like that's kind of putting it in a bad way, but my mum helped me out a lot when I've moved yesterday and when I moved in first year as well. She like set all my bed so it was all cozy and all like freshly done. She also helped me sort out my wardrobe and stuff whilst I was like decorating my room. I thought it was like necessary for me. I know I've had a bit of weird comments recently about buying lots of decorative stuff for uni, but for me it makes me feel more homely and less anxious when I've got things like photos around me. That's why I've got my little fairy lights and photos behind me right now. I just wanted to set up my room so I felt less like I was in a prison cell with like bare walls and nothing decorative around me. Like that's just personally for me. I know some people it doesn't affect them at all, but I just need to make my room homely for me to be able to like sleep at night. So yeah, I would take advantage of whoever's coming with you, get them to try and help you sort everything out, maybe even go for a food shop so you're all stocked up and you don't have to worry about like buying food whilst you're trying to interact with your friends during freshers. Tip number 3 is also on moving day. Try and be cheeky and get to your flat quicker than everyone else. Like even if you are speaking to them beforehand, try and get there first and get the top shelf of the fridge. I wasn't lucky enough to do this because we got stuck in a lot of traffic during my moving day first year. But if you get there first, you can get the top shelf of the fridge, and then that prevents your food from getting like leaked onto, because in my fridge, my hall's fridge last year, people would leave like old takeaway stuff and loads of grim stuff at the top on their shelf, and it would like drip down onto other people's food. So top of the shelf, and you also get to pick your cupboard space if you're there first too. Like obviously be considerate that you have other flatmates, like count how many you have and see how many cupboards you have, but then you can pick like the cupboard that you prefer. Like a lot of people obviously don't want the cupboards underneath the sink and things like that if it is limited. So yeah, get there first and you get the first pick of cupboard and fridge space. So my tip number 4 might be a bit controversial I guess, but I think you should join in pre-drinks even if you're not drinking alcohol. Like my on some nights my friend didn't even drink alcohol, but she still joined in with pre-drinks to get socialising, to still bond with our flatmates. She just drank like tea or cranberry juice or whatever she wanted during the night. Like you don't have to drink alcohol to participate in pre-drinks, whether that's like get like beer pong or other sorts of like card games. Don't feel pressured to drink alcohol during pre-drinks. I just say try and go out there in your kitchen, socialise with everyone, and then you can just stay in. You don't have to go out with them clubbing. If you don't like alcohol and if you don't like clubbing, then you can just stay in. Like don't worry about it, just try and get involved still, because then you could feel like isolated if you didn't go out and see them during the evening. You might feel isolated the day after when they're like talking about the night out, but if you're involved in pre-drinks then it's not really as intimidating, I guess, like coming out the next day. My tip number 5 is don't go home early. And again, this could be controversial, it might not work for everyone, but I think one of the worst things I could have done last year is go home like the weekend after I move or 2 weekends after I move. Like I literally, obviously I kind of took the piss a little bit and I didn't go home for like a month and a half, but I think that was the best thing I could ever do for me because it helped me gain so much independence. I was thrown in at the deep end and just had to like fend for myself, which is what happens in the real world. So I'm sort of glad that I didn't like run home to my mum and panic about little things. I'm glad I just pushed through it. And again, I know it's very hard for some people, and I was so anxious at some points, like I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what to say to certain people, but I just pushed through it. And I think going home can stop you from making that progress and making you grow as a person into an adult, if you know what I mean. Obviously I'm not like a fully fledged adult, I am so childish in so many other aspects, but it did help me grow personally. And I think that going home would have definitely hindered me from making the progress and stop me from getting to the point that I am today, if you know what I mean. Number 6 is don't be afraid to ask for help. There are so many people around during freshers, like that are working for the uni, or even not, like students like me. I'd be so happy to help people if they randomly came up to me and were worried about an issue or didn't know how to do something or weren't sure how something worked. I'd be so happy to help you throughout the year. So if anyone's at Lincoln, then feel free to hit me up if you see me out, because I'm happy to help with anything. But especially in the first few weeks, again, if you're worried about something, don't know where something is, not sure how to do something or where a certain place is, then please just interact with people who are working at the uni. Don't feel afraid to go and speak to people, because people are more friendly than you think. Like, they are so happy to help you, and it'll stop you from worrying about silly little things. And I know a lot of people are worried about asking, but people want to help you. Number 7 is to do with budgeting. I'm going to be doing another budgeting video this year because I've sort of changed how I'm going to do everything this year. My top tip for budgeting is figure out how you're going to split your finances over the whole year you're staying at uni, or whole 9 months or whatever, rather than doing it semester by semester, because that's the mistake we made last year. If you sort how much money you're going to get over the entire year, how much money is going to get taken away for your rent for your student halls, or for me, like my house, and then see how much I've got on a weekly basis from there, and don't just budget from the student loan you get in one semester. I feel like that's going to really help a lot of you out, because we made a massive mistake and ended up being really skint by the time it was summer, and it was really hard to get through summer without panicking about overdraft and things like that. Oh, and also to do with that, I've written down to consider all the different things that you need, like during the week. So food shop, laundry, transport and socialising. Like, split your money into those 4 things, and obviously prioritise things like food and transporting yourself to uni, things like that if you do need it. I walk to uni, so it's fine, but I know certain unis like a city, so that you have to get like buses and stuff around. So yeah, split everything by priority and you should be absolutely fine. Number 8 is to take advantage of any deals that come your way. There are people that throw in vouchers, flyers at you left, right and centre during freshers. Take them all, even if that you end up like recycling them afterwards. Just take everything, because you don't know what you're going to do most of the time during freshers. Like I just got handed, where is it? Somewhere on the bed, I think. I just got handed this huge leaflet full of tons of vouchers for different clubs. When I initially look at it, I'll probably think, oh, I probably won't go there, but who knows, I might. So it's all worth it. And then you get to also see like an overview of things coming up, not just events from freshers, but for the rest of the year, like other things that are going on that are non-alcohol related. So yeah, just pick up everything, but also be aware of people taking advantage of students. There are a lot of companies out there that try and jump in and try and get you to buy things that are unnecessary for students. I know there are some gyms around Lincoln that were trying to do that last year, but obviously there are some good gyms here too. But yeah, just be aware as well for those targeting students, and don't pay a lot of money or like sign up to any subscriptions that sound a bit dodgy. Okay, number 9 is keep snacks in your room if you're in halls, because people come in very drunk and do not give a fuck. They can be very rude and take snacks, food, anything that you really would be pissed off if someone stole. Keep it in your room. I kept all my like crisps, chocolate, cookies, things like that in my room, because I didn't want anyone stealing them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend having a little snack corner in your room, because I wasn't happy a few times last year. And number 10 is do whatever you want to do. Do not feel pressured by anyone, because I never did at all during freshers last year. I was surrounded by a lovely group of people at the time, and no one ever made me feel pressured or on edge about doing anything or going anywhere. So don't let anyone do that to you. I'm sure most people are very understanding. No one complained if no one wanted to go out a certain night. We just did our own thing. Do whatever you want to do, because no one will leave you out, and if they do, you don't need them in your life anyway. Like literally have the best time ever. Tip number 10 is to have the best time ever. You have no responsibilities for this week. You don't have to focus on anything. You have no work to do, so just make the most of it. Do whatever you want to do. Push the boat out, treat yourself, and you should have the best freshers week and hopefully the best first year at university. fingers crossed. I'm hoping you do as well, because I definitely did. I really hope this video has been somewhat helpful. Obviously, sorry if you've already moved, but there's a bit of moving tips, a bit of Freshers Week tips, and a little bit of first year tips in general. So make sure to smash a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to go and check out What Uni's website if you are struggling to look at unis and you're looking to come next year or in the future, because it is such a helpful website and you will definitely get something out of it. Make sure to subscribe down below if you want more uni content, and also like other random bits like fashion and lifestyle videos, because I do those too. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.